You too.
Happy New Year. Good evening.
Yes, yes, yes. I hope everybody's well. I'm glad to see everyone. Um, did not get to send the minutes, but I do have the minutes here. Um, so we're going to start the meeting. The meeting started at 6:08. I want to do that in there. I want to share, see if I can share my screen so I can you can see the minutes. Okay, just give me a second. I think it's the right one. It's coming up. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. I am going to give you a minute to just scroll down the minutes and so see. I'm going to give you the first page here. Should make this smaller so you can see better. View. So put it up. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm moving it up so you can read a little bit to get an idea what we're going to be following up on. Let me know if I can move on to the next page.
Hi. Has the meeting started? Julia.
We are reading the minutes, looking at the minutes.
Okay, this is Julia. It's here.
Oh, it's Julie.
Yeah, it's me.
How you doing?
Dad.
Oh, give them a minute. They're still reading the minutes, okay? Let them read the minutes.
Hi, Miss Boyd.
I know it's a long minutes, but another couple more. I'll give you a minute. Yes, it's good. Okay, did everybody finish?
I can't hear anything.
Nobody's talking.
Okay, just making sure.
Everybody's finished reading the minutes?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
finished.
Yes,
So put a motion. Can somebody put a motion on the floor to accept the minutes?
I make a motion to accept the minutes.
Who was that?
Second.
Marva Henry.
Okay, and Dorothy, you second?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any nays
Aye.
or any questions before I say nays? Any questions on the minutes?
Well, I do have some. I missed last month for some reason I didn't get the information to call in or I didn't get any information. I put that in the text message. I was wondering, looking over these minutes, where is Ralph Lincoln Gardens?
It's on the ones near Ralph Avenue.
Is that a city park or is that connected to?
No. In the minutes it said that the BT, I don't know, oh, that's in a previous minute, but that's Brooklyn Queens Land Trust own that property. And they are the one that want to revamp it. It's been vacant for a very, very long time. There have been some people, there's some gardeners that were still trying to upkeep it, but it really got, unattended and unmaintained. So now they want to revamp it and renovate it and try to bring some programs for the children in the community and the adults. So they're brainstorming right now with that project.
Yeah, because I saw where everybody had the keys and they were playing cards. I was like, is this a city park? I found that odd. Okay.
That's why they took it over. They had to get the new keys and lock it up so nobody can get in. And
Wow.
we have Mr. Thurton involved because they want to make sure the police department is involved with this project. Just in case some pushback comes through, come about.
Right.
Okay.
And also with Miss Henry, I received something from Broward Park from the email. I think it was last week. And I was like, wow, I was confused. I didn't know if Robin had came back. I missed last month, I guess, when that was announced that Miss Henry would be taking over Broward Park. So this is good to know. I didn't know anything about the My Park Day over there because I would have participated. I didn't get any information on that.
Right. That was kind of like a last minute event, just so that we could adjust and help with the compost bin. But we're gonna start the ball rolling and get more social media presence, and just more communication going because since Robin moved, I think the first email that I sent out was maybe one in November and then we had one in December. So it really hasn't been that much.
Okay, yeah, because I missed that one. I definitely would have participated.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Any more questions? Any more questions for the minutes? We're gonna finalize the minutes. Okay. So do we have any nays with the minutes? Any disapproval of the minutes? Okay. So we have all in favor. So the minutes are approved, and the community board already have a copy of this minutes. So if I had to make change, I would have just forwarded to it. But if you think of anything else that needs to be changed or added, just forward it to me, and I can just update it and send it to the community board. Okay, so I'm gonna try this too. How do I unshare? Stop sharing. Okay. Done. All right. I think I'm hearing an echo. Can some people put their on mute until you're ready to talk? Because there's an echo going on. Thank you so much. All right. To follow up with, I think there's not too much to talk about with the Ralph Lincoln right now. This like I said, everything is closed right now. They want to keep it closed for the winter season until the spring when they decide that they're going to start working on it. Before they start, they're going to bring the design to the committee, and the committee is going to look at it and see if we have any additional ideas and suggestions before they start working on it. So that will happen in sometime in a couple of months. I just want to get my stuff out, then we'll have our reports from the friends of the Cape Borough houses. We did they did send us a summary. I'm going to follow this up with you guys. I'm sorry, I just got, I didn't get a chance to follow it, just send it to you, but they do have, we had a question about whether they had a tenant association. It appears that in the summary that they do have a tenant association. That was the question that Mr. Todd had. So they do have somebody there advocating for the building and for the playground. So I guess we can reach out to them if we want to get more information with that. So that was one of the questions that was brought up. They're going to, like I said, they're going to have some more additional meetings coming up. I haven't gotten a notice about the next meeting for that, but if anybody is interested in attending that meeting, I will send out, forward that information to you guys if you want to attend that meeting. Okay, so this is the playground for the Kingsborough houses to revamp it. This is on Bergen Street and Pacific near Rochester. We got a notice from the Brooklyn Museum Public Design Commission. It appears that they want to do planting and gardening on the roof, and they thought they could have just gone on with the plan, but it appears that they wanted the community board input on it. I'm going to send you. It's a big file. It's like 12 pages. So I couldn't print it up so you can kind of see it, but I want to send it to you guys. I'll forward to you right after this meeting. And if you have any, Todd already sent his information in. I'll send you his response too. But they want us to give our opinion on what they plan to do with the garden, rooftop gardening. And they want this kind of quickly. So once I send it to you, can you just respond back to me if you have it? If you don't have anything to say, then that's all right. But if you have any ideas or suggestions, please respond back to me as soon as you can. Okay, so I will be following. That's just about all the things I needed to say. So I'm going to start up with the Friends of meetings reports. So Marva, do you have anything to report today with the Friends of Broward Court?
Yes, we actually have our next board meeting. Let me pull up my calendar. It's scheduled the last Tuesday of the month, so I believe that's January 26th.
You sound muzzled. Are you on a headphone or something?
Yes. Is that better? No, it's not better.
No.
Okay. Take it off. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay, Ms. Robinson, thank you. We have the Friends of Broward Park has our next board meeting. It's scheduled for January 26th. It's a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. It is over Zoom, so virtual board meeting. In the last email, actually, that Ms. Kinsey mentioned, there is a Zoom link in that email for the board meeting, and I will send out another email reminder for the board meeting, maybe like the Friday before the 26th, so that
Here is some background, some
you send
children
your email.
who have. Oh.
I didn't hear you, Ms. Kinsey.
No, I was saying there was some, I hear a lot of background with children. If you have children in the background, can you?
That's me and my children, yes.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead. I hear you. Can't hear you. Okay.
Oh no, I was telling them to leave the room. We did have like a few events in December. We did have the It's My Park Day leaf raking. We had a pretty good turnout. The kids had a great time. We had the assistant commissioner from Parks there, Mr. Kavanaugh, and he was speaking about beautifying the Shirley Chisholm Circle. So we'll definitely be following up with him to, make sure they do that. They want to make the stone more beautiful and add flowers around it and things like that. So it's good to see that the Parks Department does have a commitment to Broward Park. And as I stated earlier, we'll be following up with our council member and other elected officials about contributing to the statue. We had, and Robert Cornegie, Councilmember Cornegie was in the park on December 9th. The tree was lit by the Parks Department on time, so we had the tree lit. And he gave out lots of toys, books, diapers, warm hats, scarves, gloves to kids. So the park is still very vibrant, even in the winter. There were lots of kids outside when we had snow. They were sledding and everything like that. So, the former leader of Friends of Broward Park, she had moved out of the area, but she's still there with guidance to us. So we're hoping that we can get more people to be involved on the board. So definitely we invite you all to come and participate in our Zoom meeting on January 26th at 6:30. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Regina, you have anything with St. John? Regina, is she there? Oh yeah, she's there. Regina?
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Andrews.
Right. You have a report for some Friends of St. John's?
Yeah, I'm planning. I spoke with Delancey, so I think I'm planning another My Park Day,
Okay.
like in March. I was going to do something for holidays, and we spoke about that as well. But there was an issue with electricity because I wanted to do the tree lighting or put some lights up around there, but that may have been an issue because we're dealing with the recreation over there, so it was an issue with electricity. So I just opted to do another My Parks Day in March.
Okay. You don't know the date yet, right? So that you're still trying to set it up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I don't have a set date as of yet.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you wanted to report?
No.
Have weekly meetings or monthly meetings?
No, I haven't had a meeting in the last month or so, but I did speak to a couple of people last month. So we all agreed on doing another My Park Day and doing some more planting.
Okay. So have consulted with the parks to find out what kind of plants are good for that time of the year?
For in the spring, no, I haven't spoke with him about it yet.
Oh,
I would also say,
what happened?
I wanted to jump in and just say that the Brooklyn Botanical Garden Alliance is offering seeds. So I can forward you that email if you need seeds, because they're asking for the different parks groups to let them know what kind of seeds they want, and they sent a long list that you can pick if you want some donated seeds from the Brooklyn Botanical Garden.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
Great.
good. That sounds good.
Just
I appreciate that.
Regina, if you can come up with a quick, like a little flyer that would help, and we can send it to the community board, and they can, kind of circulate it. That helps. I know Robin used to do it all the time. She would always send it to them. Just send me a copy, but it's mainly get it to the community board, so that, well, they're not in the office really, but they can circulate it to their mailing list. Okay, so that would help.
What
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about my park day in March. A flyer now.
No. I'm just suggesting when you get the date and everything set up, you send it
yes.
to. Yes.
Oh,
You don't have the date yet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what we
Okay.
did. That's what we did before.
Okay. All right. Great. Anything else? Do you have any other plans for other type of activities upcoming?
I don't.
All right. Is Greg on the line? I don't see him. Greg is not here to report about the Imani Gardens. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's all we have to talk about, the main topics. So I want you guys to really look at that plan. It's really robust, and it's really well. So, I was looking at it myself last night. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much, and it was just overwhelming. They want you to respond as soon as possible. So I'm gonna send it to you guys. Miss Robinson, how are you doing? I do not have your email address. So can you put it in the chat for me?
Yes, ma'am. I'll put my email and my telephone number.
Okay. And are you representing a group, or just here sitting in, or where you
Both. So I'm also a resident, and I represent Council Member Alika Ampry Samuel.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Assuming that I'm Mr. I don't know what's your name wrong. Austin, I'll say your first name. Okay. Would you like to say it? Yes.
French way. Yeah, Fournier. Sorry. Please do have my email. Should I put it in the chat?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. That's Kim. Okay. All right. Chat. A minute. Make sure I hit this. Robinson. Is there anybody, any of you guys would like to say anything or have any comments?
Well, on behalf of the council member, I want office definitely want to wish everyone a happy new year, and we're looking forward to a safe and a prosperous 2021.
Okay. We do have some next month. We have a meeting. I'm just going to bring ourselves up to date and see that they are working on any of the projects that we have on the, if you go into, you can always go to New York City Park and look up capital projects, and you go to, our location, Brooklyn Community Board 8, and you'll see all of the capital projects that's supposed to be approved or in the works with our community, inside our community. So there's a few things that they have there. I don't know if they're really being, worked on right now, but we do have some that was approved and funding was given to them. So you can look at those projects. They're going to be putting extra exercise equipment around the areas on the outside of St. John Recreation Center. I think Councilman Carnegie supported that. We're going to have them talking about the Lincoln Terrace with the conference station and some other additional work that's going to be done there. So I'll just give you more up to date. I'm going to try to get in contact with the parks and see where they stand with those. So I try to keep you up to date with them. So you'll know what's going on. Okay, so there's a few things that we're doing, and we usually during the year have a robust list of things that we do in capital project. That's what we do. We advocate to improve the parks, and we had in the past years, plenty of improvement in our parks in our area. But in addition to that, we also are concerned with the safety of the park also. So sometimes we have to consult with the public safety, to see if we have a problem, and see what we can do if there's a problem. So if you see something going on and you think it's not right or illegal in the parks, please let us know. Or you can contact Mr. Thurton right away, and he can kind of follow up with that, because we want to make sure that we can try to keep the park as safe and healthy and inviting as possible. Okay, so that's our job. We're supposed to advocate to make sure that we have the best of the parks in each, all of our areas, in our area of Community Board 8. Ms. Weatherspoon, would you like to say anything?
Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone started the new year was wonderful and peaceful and pleasant. I'm just glad to be on hand to listening in to all the good things that are happening. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have any new business or any comments? Okay.
Can we
As
add
you know, we
on?
always have. Okay. Who's that?
I was wondering, Regina, I was wondering if we could add, if I know we went over it before, I believe I was in the October meeting, but I was wondering if we could add on to the Kingsborough projects improvements, because Ms. Henry was talking about seeds. I know there's a couple of things on the list, but there was no mention of green space or any flowers or anything like that. I think the green space is really important in public housing. And so is it possible for us to add in seeds, or maybe someone can bulbs or something over there that they can plant alongside some trees or seeds or next to the building or something?
Yeah, I think they're going to add some. They're going to be in the plan. They plan to add greenery to that. So once we get the design, we can see what kind of greenery they plan to add. But it wasn't. It was part of the presentation that they sent me. They showed us. So there's going to be some greenery. I don't know how much, I can't give you a whole idea of how much greenery they're going to be adding. But I can forward that information to Chris and see if they want to make sure that if they need and this is New York City Park, so they would have the seeds. This is where you get the seeds from. So it should not be a problem for them to get the seeds. Okay. But like I say, once they show us the design, and when they come to our meeting with that design, we can have a really on hand meeting where we can say, what about this? What about that? Can we add this? So, like I said, it was only one meeting I attended, and it's going to be more future meetings. I would assume to bring more things up to date. Then they're going to come up with a design, and the process. It takes about maybe like a year before anything really starts. So it's going to be a little process before anything starts.
Okay.
So I will forward that information to Chris. Okay. So the seeds.
So I just wanted to say, regarding the project, there's going to be a lot of community and the residents' input on what the design looked like. So yes, you're all correct. They did talk about green space, but I just want everyone to keep in mind, at the end of the day, when if the residents prefer to have, and I'm using this loosely, let's say a dog walk, opposed to a green space, then you're going to have some of those issues that are going to come up.
Yes. Let me just
But it's
give you another example. When we did the St. John Recreation Center, when they did the park outside, and when they did the grounds on the what you call it, the track, they did not have that track in the plan. We, as the community board 8, suggest that we have a track going around so people can run, and that's was because of Community Board 8 suggesting that, and they went back and add that part into the plan. So, we have a lot of, voice here.
No,
So-
I'm not saying that, but it is NYCHA property, so I just want to make sure that distinction come up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes,
Right.
yes.
Although the park is funding a good portion of it, it is still NYCHA and it's for the residents, so that's why it's gonna have a lot of resident input, is what I wanted to stress.
Yes, residents and people in the community, they wanted, community board input. So they want a little bit of everybody's input in it. But I'm just saying that, your voice count because it makes a difference a lot of times. That's what I'm just trying to say. It makes a difference.
It does. It does. And definitely flowers, regardless of what they suggest or what kind of input they want, flowers certainly wouldn't be in the way.
Right. You're right. Okay. So, anything else you want to talk about, or I wanted Greg to be here. I wanted him to talk about what happened with the compost problem here. They in the minutes you see that Greg they took away 3 of the compost areas that they were using to drop off their waste, food and everything. And the Parkland did not give any reason why they wanted to do it. They say the lease is up and you don't have to give me a reason, and it's closed, and that was it. So they had to redirect some of their compost to go and be picked up, drop up at a different location, and then that location that they have it at will be dropped, will be sent to Staten Island, Freshkill location, so that they can process it. So I was just wondering if he had an update on that, whether they did anything else. They lost some money. They took some of the funds away. Some of the people lost their jobs because that was a job for them. And, it was a big thing. I'm just making a copy of this. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have anything else we want to talk about? Because we're going to wrap it up. We're going to have another meeting next month. I'm going to try to keep it monthly now since, sometimes there's little things that come up and we need to talk about it. So unless there's really, really nothing to talk about, won't have a meeting, but I think it's good to just keep our meetings going every month. It's always the first Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. And moving forward, we're still doing our Zoom until, things get better. And I hope everybody stays safe. And anybody else, giving one more chance. Any announcements? Anything?
I did look into the compost site for Mr. Todd, and I forwarded him a letter from Parks Commissioner Silver. So I can just read an excerpt from the letter quickly. The Parks Department, there was a lawsuit, Raritan Baykeeper, back in 2014, where there was arguments about park land not being used for park uses. And the city determined that the composting sites fell into non-park use. So Parks is making an effort to find places for the composting sites to be relocated. They specifically said in this letter that the Red Hook Farm is not slated to be relocated. And so that composting should continue in Red Hook. That's relative here in Brooklyn. There's the Lower East Side Ecology Center's compost yard, and that's in East River Park. And so that is being rebuilt and fortified, and so they are looking for a new location for the Lower East Side compost site. And the Queensbridge Park site is going to be revamped with park space, and hopefully they will get another site for the Queensbridge area as well. So the decision what seems to have been based on this lawsuit where park space was not being used for park purposes. And I'm sure that everyone's still advocating to keep composting alive.
Can you forward that letter to me at glindaandrews@gmail.com? It's just my name at gmail.com.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so send it to the community board office and we can keep it on record. So just put it on our file.
Certainly, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that information. I didn't know about that. I didn't get that information. So we have a few little homework things to do. I'm going to send you the Brooklyn Museum a rooftop design, and we're going to follow up on some of the other things. That It's My Park Day. We're going to get the flyer for that. We're going to spread that word out. And you, Marvin, you did say something about you're going to have another It's My Park Day too, right?
Yes. Our upcoming board meeting on the 26th, we'll be setting our calendar for the year.
Okay, great. That's fine. Okay, all right. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. If you don't have any other comments, I think this meeting is adjourned. It's 6:44. Julia.
Trying to do the
Community
right.
Board 8, Julia.
Hello.
Hi, Julia. I'm talking about the other Julia. Julia Neal.
Oh, hi. Oh my God. I thought it was
That's all right. Thank you so much, Ms. Boyd, for the call. I put your call in your picture. It looks really nice. It's beautiful.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Julia Neal. Julia.
I'm sorry. I was trying to cook dinner. Okay, what can I do for you?
Okay, I think our meeting is adjourned. Can you do what you do? That video is so helpful.
Oh, absolutely. I will, once this finishes uploading, I will definitely send it to the committee. Have a great night, everyone.
Yes, you too.
And for those of you in youth and education, Michelle will see you in a few minutes.
Okay. So our next meeting is going to be the first Tuesday in February, whatever date that is. I'm not looking at the calendar.
Yes, Youth and Education is meeting at 7:15, right after this.
Okay. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank